We really need to discuss this important issue today. Do you know that somewhere along the line, Christianity stopped looking like a relationship with God? It now looks like mere rituals. People now carry anointing oil like a charm, sprinkle holy water on their CV, flip the Bible like a fortune book. But the most dangerous question that we are not asking is this: when did our faith now become magic? I've experienced a lot of Christians practicing witchcraft, and they think this is faith or this is Christianity. But the fact is, it is actually far from the faith. Let me use some experiences that I've had in the past. When I was still little, growing up as a kid, I was raised and brought in a very religious family. My mother then, in the middle of the night, where we lived at that time, sometimes we hear some cats making some kind of weird noises. And these noises today, I've realized that they were actually mating. But at that time, you will realize my mom will kind of jump up from the bed and start praying, shouting, and asking God to destroy all the powers of the darkness, all the witchcraft, and all sorts. You will see some Christians, they put their Bible under their pillow and sleep because they believe that will protect them for the night or that will bring them a good fortune. Some persons, they sprinkle anointing oil all over the house, believing that that would drive demons away. And some other persons, they have this strong belief that I think is more like a witchcraft belief. Let me give you an example. When I was practicing in one of the remote villages in Nigeria, I was in this particular hospital when a lady came in. She was pregnant and was in labor at that time. She has been told initially that she wouldn't be able to give birth vaginally because she's having what we call placenta previa. Just to explain to you, placenta previa is when the placenta of the baby is covering the the cervix where the baby is supposed to come out from vaginally. So when that happen, when that happen, in most cases, the doctors they will advise that it will be safer to deliver the baby vaginally, which is just the only option. There is no other option, especially when that placenta is completely covering the cervix. That was the situation of this woman. But the woman refused that, rejected that recommendation, that medical advice, and told the pastors, the medical doctor then, that the pastor has already prophesied to her that she will be delivering vaginally like the Hebrew women. And the witches and wizards would want to fight her, but they will never succeed. And this woman held onto that prophecy very strongly. So what's now happened? During labor, she started bleeding, and the pastors and the other church members, they kept on praying, 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 until this woman was almost at the verge of death. That was when they started transporting this woman to the facility where I was working. And the facility that I was working did not have any facility for cesarean section. When they arrived and gather the little small history that I could get from them and understand the whole scenario, I kind of still advise them. And after my examination and all, I noticed that the baby was already dead. There was no fetal kick. Even the mother was already in a very terrible shape. I was still actively bleeding, and there was no even, and we can't even do enough in that hospital. I have to refer them to the teaching hospital at that time. Now, the outcome of this whole scenario: one, the baby was already dead. Two, the dead baby will still be delivered via cesarean section. And three, the mother bled quite a lot. If he survived that bleeding, she will be alive, but in a very terrible state. But if there is also a possibility that she never survived it. Now, this is what I called witchcraft. And when we sow seeds of offerings and tithes into the church while ignoring our rent, our debts, and our school fees, and we think we'll have faith, that is not faith. That is what I will refer to as spiritual irresponsibility. Biblical faith partners with wisdom. It plans, it learns, it grows. The Bible is not a lottery ticket, neither is it a magic spell book. God does not respond to objects, it responds to the heart. When your Christianity only works when you shake something, when you buy something, when you sprinkle something, or when you spray something, or when you rub something on your face, you are not practicing faith, you are practicing religious magic. Welcome to Faith and Reality, where faith meets responsibility.